This is the Nesmuk that I put on my Scotch-Brite belt and put a satin finish on the blade. I do like the finish, but I've noticed what it does is round off the edges. You see this gap here? What that is the edge of this blade here. Here's a perfect example. Now I have tried, okay, this blade is the one that I dipped in acid and then I stone washed it, and I did not like how it came out. So I'm starting over. I'm not gonna acid wash it. What I've come to realize is that this Scotch-Brite belt satin finish does not look good with the stone washed finish. It doesn't come out right. So I put this on my flat belt grinder, and can you see the rounded edge there? Not so much here, but down here. You see where it's shiny and not shiny? I'm starting to actually get it flat again. And at the handle is where I really am concerned about it being flat the most. Because if it's not flat, if you have this slightly radiused edge here, you end up with these tiny little gaps. So that's something really important to remember when I do this. Don't come past the ricasso here. This is the ricasso. So don't come past this. Just sand this by hand like I always do. And then from the ricasso forward, put that on the Scotch-Brite belt. So I'm really enjoying this process because I'm learning a lot as I go. I like this bird's eye maple. I love bird's eye maple. I don't know why. It's just a beautiful, beautiful wood. And when I put some finish on this, God, that's gonna look so good. And it's coming out okay, you know. Besides that telltale gap at the top. Besides that, it's gonna be a good, functional, good-looking knife as long as you can overlook the gap. I'm gonna give this away. I am 2,000 subscribers away from 55,000. I was going to make some dinner skinners, but really, I don't have time. I've got this knife to finish, that knife to make, and then over here we have our live stream knife, our Sunday knife. So I'm gonna have 3 knives in addition to the 5 I already have made to make sheaths for. So I have to, after we finish this, I have to go in my shop and make sheaths. And there's just no way around it, because I need to start sending some of these knives down the road if I can, so I can replace some of the money I've spent on steel and sandpaper and that, and belts. I just bought belts, and pins. I need pins. I'm gonna be out here for too long. I've got this much left for mosaic pins. I've got this much left for solid brass. So, and pins are really, really expensive. So I just can't afford to keep dipping into my other income to pay for knife parts. I've got to start selling knives. So yeah, 55,000, I'll be giving this away. I'm not gonna tell you how, because I have some people, their only comment ever is on my Saturday thing, which is fine, but I want to make this knife available to the people that comment frequently. So I'm just gonna go back and pick a video in my, my library and pick a winner out of that and give this knife away. When I reach 55,000 subscribers, and right now I think I'm at 53. I would have been a little higher than this, but I lost a lot of subscribers when YouTube just had their recent purge of inactive accounts. So I don't know, probably a month or two, maybe more than that. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this knife, make a nice sheath for it, put it aside, and when I reach 55,000, that's gonna be somebody's. Okay, back to work. I'm up to 220 here. Now I'm fixing to move to 320 on this handle. Here's what the left, the socialist left, does. And this is how you know somebody's, I call it libtardian. A perfect example. I uploaded my video last night when my wife and I and Bev and several other people in different parts of this town saw something in the sky that we've never seen before. It was an anomaly that cannot be explained by calling it a star. It wasn't a star. Stars don't move from one side of the sky to the other and back. They don't move up and then back down. They don't change shape while you're looking at them, and they're not multicolored while you're looking at them. So I'm okay with people not believing that what I saw was not a star. I'm okay with whatever you think it is. But here's where normal people become what I call the left, the socialists, the libtardians. When they are so determined, it's not good enough that they have an opinion. They want to force you to stop believing what you believe and believe what they believe. It's not enough that you just accept their opinion. This is what you think. Okay. This is what I think. Okay. That's not good enough for liberals. Liberals want to force you to believe what they believe. And this video sure did show me who the socialists are. It was one person in particular. Just mind-blowing. The attempts this person made to force me to see things his way. It's just a video. It's just an anomaly I recorded up in the sky. Interesting, bizarre, odd. And it's okay. Whatever you think it is, it's okay. And whatever I think it is, it's okay. But when you cross the line of trying to force me to believe what you believe it is, then you're an asshole. Okay, here is the knife. I think I've saved it. Yeah, it messed up pretty good, and a very, very important lesson about not getting me the Scotch-Brite belt beyond the ricasso here. I'll show you an example. You see where I haven't rubbed this flat again yet? Right here, and a little bit right down there. And I just can't sand anymore. But I'm going to try something different. I have my tumbler, and I have some different kinds of media. I have sand, and I have walnut shells. And I'm going to throw this in there and see what kind of finish this will put on. I'm going to let it go probably an hour or so, just to see, and then take it out and see what it looks like. So my other one is in the house. The one I just put the bird's eye maple handles on. Just an hour ago, I brought it to the house and put its first coat of True Oil on. Now, I'm going to throw this in the tumbler with either some sand or some glass beads or some walnut media. I haven't decided yet. And I got my letters. I tried super glue. Well, no. I'm going to hang this up. And if any letters fall off, then I'll use epoxy. But that's a lot of epoxy. Okay, that's it for now. Alrighty. There it is. And this is what I'm using. Oh. We'll see. All right, I will get that. I won't turn this on with the camera on because it's so loud. I'm going to get the lid on, turn it on, and I'll check on it in about an hour. Man, that is a lot quieter than that ceramic stuff. I can live with that. All right, see you in an hour. All right, let's give it a look-see. Holy crap. I really like that. That is incredible. Man. I'm liking that a lot. Huh. I'll tell you what, I can see myself doing this a lot more. Yep, I like it a lot. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this back on my belt sander. Now, this is sanded down to 80 grit. I'm gonna go 120 and then 220, both sides, and put it back in here because I like this. This looks really good. All right, let me go back to my other sander. But this video is getting long, and I may show you more of this tomorrow. All right, I've got everywhere but the bevel sanded up to 240, and I can't do anything about them scratches there that are on the bevel. I may be able to, once I get this, I may be able to later. I'm not sure. I like what I got right now. I'm going to put that back in there and give it another hour. This is just a half an hour after I put it in. I'm gonna leave this in here probably for a few more hours. I got nothing to lose. I like it, but it could be shinier and better. So I'm gonna leave it in here, 4 or 5 more hours. And come out before I go to bed tonight. I'll come out and turn this thing off. All right, so I'm gonna upload this video. And tomorrow, I think I have to go to town. I'm Uber tomorrow. I'm Ubering. Alrighty, see you tomorrow, y'all. Okay, this is, let's see, it's 6:30. I walked down and I got this out of the tumbler. I like the finish. I like it. It cleans it up real nice. Tell you what I might do. Next experiment. I'm going to put handles on this. And this is going to be a decent knife. God, I really like the grind lines. I'm so happy with my grind lines. My next knife. Oh, let me show you the bird's eye maple. God, I love that stuff. The next knife, I'm going to sand it up to 320 all over it, and then I'll put it in the tumbler and see what that looks like.